Okay, we're going on. And we're gonna start trying to get connected on Facebook. Okay. And off we go. I think we are live now. Laura, can you double check?
Yes,
Yes,
on Facebook and YouTube.
Awesome. So we just want to say hello to everyone. My name is Carolina. I am the education manager at INGWI Immigration Canada. Today I will be hosting the live. Unfortunately, Reza, our founder and our main consultant, who is always here with you, is not going to be able to join us. But instead, we're here with Human Hari, which is one of our main immigration consultants, and Laura, who is our lead manager. And she's always here with you every week, helping us with these lives. So we're really happy to be here with you guys, hoping that today is going to be a very helpful session for you. We have decided we chose to talk about the new IRCC portal. We have received tons of questions about this, and we wanted to clarify a little bit what is it for, who can use it, how does it look like, what's the difference with the previous account or the regular system, and all of these questions that we've been getting. We are happy to answer them for you. Also, we will be showing you live a little bit on how the website looks like, and we will try to simulate an application so you can have a better insight of what's going on. So also, Laura and I speak Spanish, so we will try to do a little bit of a bilingual session as well for those joining us from Spanish-speaking countries. So welcome, and always remember you can ask your questions in the chats. We will be answering at the end of the session today. So Human, how are you?
Good, good. Thank you, Carolina. So I'm happy as well. So joining the live today, and then hopefully we can provide the useful information for our audience, and then we are ready to answer the question if they have it at the end.
Awesome. Hi Laura. Hola Laura. How are you?
I'm good, Carolina. Hi, everyone. El día de hoy les voy a explicar un poco de lo que vamos a hablar en español a todas las personas que son de habla hispana. Entonces, hoy vamos a hablar sobre el nuevo portal de IRCC. Vamos a aclarar y a explicar para qué sirve, cómo lo vamos a poder utilizar y cuál es la diferencia que tiene este portal con el anterior. Entonces, vamos a estar manejando el tema de hoy, pues todo lo que tiene que ver con el nuevo portal de IRCC, y vamos a responder todas las preguntas relacionadas a esto. Entonces, ese va a ser como nuestro tema principal.
Perfect. Yes. So Human, just to start right away, can you tell us a little bit about what is this portal about? What's the difference between this new portal and the one that we were using before?
Okay. So as maybe you probably know, just recently the IRCC introduced a new portal, and this is the new IRCC portal. It's gonna be used for now for visitor visa, transit, and study permit, and also for the citizenship certificate. So we never use it for citizenship certificate so far, but it shows that the person can use the same portal as well. And the reason they introduced this portal because I believe that the IRCC gonna literally switch from the old GCQ to the new portal. And then from now on, they want to see that what's going on. And then maybe in the near future, everyone wants to apply for visitor visa study permit. They need to use for the new IRCC portal. But from now on until now, both portal, is available, and then we can use it both.
Yeah, it seems like this portal is a lot easier to use, right?
Mhm.
The application is more simple. So it seems like IRCC is trying to make things a little bit more simple for the user, and also maybe even for themselves to make it easier to process the applications.
Yeah, exactly. It's friendly user, and then there is no application forms in this portal. because in the old GCP, you need to fill out the application forms and also upload it. But in this new portal, there is no application forms. So except the use of representative for those who use somebody as a representative, they need to sign and then upload the forms. But the other forms like the study permit application forms, family information forms, travel history, anything is gonna be based on the answering questions on the portal, and there is no actual forms.
Perfect. Yes. Laura, si nos explicas un poquito en español, básicamente estábamos hablando con Human, ¿cierto? Que la idea principal de este portal es facilitar un poco las cosas. IRCC, Inmigración Canadá, está implementando este nuevo portal. En primera instancia lo hizo para aplicaciones de visas de turismo, de visitantes, y ahora implementó la opción de permisos de estudio, ¿no?
Sí, es lo que nos estaba comentando un poco Human, que es una aplicación más fácil de usar, también más simple y también había escuchado algo de que no hay un formulario de aplicación.
Así es, hay menos formas, ahora vamos a ir viendo. De hecho, let's try to switch, let's try to show now what the portal looks like. Oh, just one second, we're having technical issues here. Laura, can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Yes.
Okay, unfortunately, my screen went to black. So completely black. So definitely we might not be able to show you guys the live, show you the portal live, right? I'm trying to fix this. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with us. This is the first time live, but yeah, what we can do is maybe answer a few questions that we've had so far. So to begin with, we said the reason for having this portal is just making things easier. So I think it's important to tell our viewers that not all applications can be done through this portal. Okay, this portal so far only allows two types of applications. Correct, Human?
Yes, that's correct. Visitor visa and a study permit.
Yes. So unfortunately, we had everything prepared to show it to you guys, but unfortunately, my computer is not working. So, for example, Human, in terms of what do you need? What do you need to apply? Before, let's try to make a comparison here. Before, with the IRCC account, you needed a GC key, right? Or a partner in order to sign up for the portal, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So
But
now, what is the difference with this new portal?
this new portal is very easy. Just you need an email address. So when you put your email address, they're gonna send you the activation code, and then you're gonna use that code and then create your account. Just email address and the own password, and that's it. So even there is no security questions and answers. So in the old GCP, you need to create an account to decide three security question and answers. And each time when you log into your account, you need to answer one of those questions. But new ITC portal is no security questions, just your email address password, and then you can click it and then you log into your account.
Yes, I did a little simulation before, and we've used it for some clients already. It's pretty fast, pretty quick. As Hima mentioned, you only need an email account. They will give you a verification code, and with that, you're immediately able to enter your information to create that account. Once you are in it, you are going to be able to see all the applications you've submitted, all the applications that are that you've created that maybe you have not sent yet. So that is also very convenient. You can leave an application. For example, if you didn't finish one day, you can leave it there and maybe finish it after when you have the rest of the information that they are requesting, etc. So in that sense, it's a very user-friendly, very easy to use portal. Lara, can you explain to us a little bit in Spanish?
Yes. Yes, hablando un poco en español lo que nos estaban diciendo Humon y Carolina, estaban hablando de qué se necesitaba antes para hacer una aplicación y pues ahora qué es lo que se necesita. Y anteriormente era un proceso más demorado y más complicado en cierta forma porque se necesitaba el GC Key y ahora se puede hacer esa aplicación a través de ese nuevo portal por medio del correo electrónico. Entonces uno adjunta o envía el correo electrónico, le dan a uno un código de verificación y ya luego de estar dentro del portal por medio del correo electrónico, ya ahí se van a poder ver todas las aplicaciones que se han creado, las que no se han enviado, entonces es una forma más fácil de saber cuáles son las aplicaciones que uno tiene y de hacer todo ese proceso.
Así es. Entonces, maybe moving forward a little bit. So we know now the difference between the portal, the previous portal. So what and the type of applications we can submit, right? You need a visitor visa, you can use this portal. You need a study permit, you're also able to use this portal. In terms of basically how it works, it's very simple. There is a button that you can click on, and it will take you to the application, right? So the website basically will show you all the steps that you need to follow. I was able to fix some issues, so maybe we will be able to show it to you. Give me just 1 second.
While I want to say something important in Spanish that I forgot.
Yes.
Entonces, que por medio de este programa solamente se pueden hacer dos tipos de aplicaciones, la aplicación para la visa de turismo y la aplicación para el permiso de estudio.
Así es. That is correct.
Okay, let's not hear.
So when you on the start an application, you have 60 days to complete also upload the application.
Okay, so let's see if I'm able to fix this a little bit. Let's see, guys. Yeah, somehow it's not really, it's showing it a little bit blurry. Let's see if you guys see anything. Can you see this?
Yes, you can see.
Awesome.
Yes.
Something worked.
We solved it.
Okay, awesome. So yes, this is the portal right here. Okay, you're gonna see that you only need here an email address and to confirm your address, and then it shows you here get an invitation code. So once you enter your your email, you're gonna get a code, and then after you will be able to enter your information. Okay, right now we already created an account just to show you, so we're gonna skip that that step, and then we're gonna sign in so you can see what it looks like there. So you're gonna go to a screen here with terms and conditions that you're going to accept, and here it is. This is what I was telling you. You're gonna have your IRCC portal here that is showing you here. Continue an application you haven't submitted. So you're gonna see here all the applications, and what Human was saying, you have 60 days to submit your application, and then you're also going to be able to see the applications that you have already submitted. So it's very clear. As soon as you open, you can see, as you can see here, video application you submitted. Right now we don't have anything there because it's just to show you guys. So what do we do? If we want to submit something, we just click here, apply for a visitor visa, transit visa, or a study permit. There is an option here that Human also mentioned at the beginning of the transmission. Download citizenship e-certificate. They have those options there, but the main function here is these applications, right? So you click there, and it's very fast. This is my computer. It's not the portal, guys. The portal actually works pretty well. So the good thing is guiding you, it guides you very step by step. So it first tells you what you need, right? So make sure you're eligible. It gives you more or less, what you need to meet those requirements. All the, you know, mentions have your passport, your credit card ready, and then the steps you need to follow, right? So we're going to acknowledge of that, and then we continue. And this is something I wanted to address, that I think is interesting. Human is this portal not only allows us to apply for just like personal applications or just one person, but it also allows groups, and that's quite important because of family, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes when you apply for your visitor visa, your study permit, maybe your couples with the children, and then you can include it all of them in the one application. So at first you need to choose. If you're single and alone, or even you're not single but you apply only for yourselves, so you just mention no. But if there is more than 1%, you need to mention yes here for the group.
Yes.
And even you can name it your groups in the future. If you want to submit another application, you can, see that the different application.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. Laura, si ves aquí, podemos agregar los grupos. This is what Human was saying, lo que decía Human, cierto que podemos crear y nombrar los grupos. Y si ven aquí,
Esos grupos son específicamente para familiares. Si son amigos, no aplicaría.
exacto, siempre obviamente aquí tienen, digamos, las categorías. Here are the categories that you can apply in a group for. So you have a business group, family, group of students, official delegation, but usually it's going to be, family members, business groups. Those are kind of the main, when an applicant is applying by themselves, those are the main group applications, if I'm not mistaken, Human.
It doesn't show here, you click it, but when you click it, you can see the options. But right now, I think nobody can see the options.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry
yeah,
about that. Yeah, it's
yeah.
not
The things
showing the
that the
menu.
Carlina mentioned, yeah,
Ujú.
there is a menu that you can choose one of them. Yeah.
That's correct. Yes. Yeah, I'm able to see it. But yes, it's not showing. So it tells you business group, family. So you are able to put a group together, which is very interesting and very simple to use. So for our purpose right now, we're just gonna click on no, so you can see the rest of the application there. Um, So yes, here clearly asks you, right? What do you want to do? You want to apply for a study permit, transit visa, visitor visa. Not sure. It gives you that option as well, just in case. And then you have to fill out some information, right? Basic information. Tell us about what you do in Canada. When you fill out the form, you do have to have more or less clear, right? When are you traveling? What you are applying for, right? As you can see, it asks you, when will you enter Canada? When will you leave Canada? I'm sorry. This is not necessary, the UCI, right? Because this is given to you after an application. Um, uh, so what I wanted to show you, because we're not going to be able to go through all the application, but you can see here all the steps, right? So you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
here the purpose, personal details, the application, activities, security questions. Then you go through all of this medical history, family information, contact information, the summary, and at the end, it also gives you, I cannot jump sections right now because we have to fill it out, but it gives you as well. Once you've filled out everything, you enter your information, and then you can see a list of the documents, right, that you need to upload. Um,
Yeah, this is the thing I need to explain it. The OGCG, when you create your account and based on the preliminary answering questions, the checklist will be generated. So you know that what documents you need to upload and the application forms. But in this new portal, you need to fill out all the steps one by one, and then whenever you complete it, then you can see the checklist, the document you need to require to upload. So you cannot skip the these sections and then see it because it's not generated until you finish all the answering questions.
Which in a way it might be a little bit better because it has all the information specific to your case, and then it shows you what you need, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then based on your information, the checklist will be generated because maybe they ask one person, they ask some documents, the others something else, so it differs. So some of them we know that they ask you, for example, the passport or something they need for sure for all the applicants, but the rest is based on your answer and questions.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And then finally, it will ask you, as you can see here, to pay your fees, of course, and then consent declaration, complete, and that is it. So basically, it's very user-friendly. As I mentioned, if we go back, you can see all the summary of your applications there. Um, you can keep track of your own applications. So it's very simple to use, even for us as agents. It's been a good thing, and I think maybe I don't know. This is just a thought of mine. I think more and more applications maybe are gonna start using this portal, right?
Yeah, yeah, I believe so as well. So one more thing, so even if you answer all the questions and then also upload your document, don't worry, still you can go back, revise or change your, the answer question. Even you can delete it, the document you upload, maybe and upload the other ones. So don't worry about that. So until you have the time to go back and then change everything you want.
Yeah, exactly. If you see here, for example, um, let's say here you have continued application you haven't submitted, and it has all the information. For example, we just entered, right? We didn't fill out much of it, but then let's say, oh, I don't want it. Let's start over. You can delete it here, or you can continue with your application. So as you can see, it's very, very user friendly. You have everything there. Anything related, you have like account messages, in case you receive them, everything there. And yeah, for example, if we were to, for example, want to continue this application, um, this is an older application that we did for simulation purposes, and it will take you there. As you can see, we're a little bit more advanced here in the process. Save and continue. But if we travel document, but you can always go back. You see, for example, so it's like, oh well, something changed. I can always, try to, or not try. I can actually just change the information. You see, it was done like 20 days ago, 10 days ago, and I can still modify all the fields. Um, it's that easy, basically.
But the only thing is that the one sections, you have to fill out all the question and that sections until you can save and continue. Because, for
Yes.
example, in the middle, you cannot leave it and then go back or go forward to other sections. And the one thing that I like this new portal, at the end, when you submit your application, there is a summary application provided to you in the one PDF file. So you can save it for the future. So all your answer and question and also even document you uploaded, it shows in that document.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
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 that's
that's
very useful because you know exactly what you put in there. So to recap a little bit in Spanish, Laura, basically muy fácil de usar una vez que ustedes tienen una aplicación abierta, como les mostraba aquí anteriormente. Em, Vamos a esperar un poquito que se cargue. Y ahí, básicamente vamos al menú principal. Estas son aplicaciones que hemos creado. Si desean pueden eliminarlas o pueden continuar. Todo está aquí el resumen de todas las aplicaciones. Si vamos, por ejemplo, continuamos esta aplicación que nosotros dejamos aquí para simular, pueden ver que es muy fácil moverse entre, digamos, las distintas secciones. Algo que sí recalca Human, tiene razón, básicamente deben completar todos los pasos antes de poder continuar a una sección, es lo único que tiene, pero de resto, como pueden ver, todo es modificable a pesar de que la aplicación, digamos, ya haya sido rellenada 10 días antes o no importa el tiempo, dentro de los 60 días, digamos, básicamente pueden modificar, ven, todos los campos ahí son modificables, save and continue, tienen aquí listado de documentos que requieren y la información que van a requerir para entrar. Entonces aquí básicamente pueden ir juntando todos sus documentos, pueden llegar hasta esta etapa, dejarlo ahí y continuarlo más adelante. Y algo que señalaba Human es que una vez que ustedes ya llegan al final de la aplicación, les da el portal la opción de guardarlo, digamos, como un PDF. Por lo tanto, tienen ahí toda la información en un mismo lugar. So I think, yeah, it's very, very useful and very easy to use. So I think that's a great thing, because nowadays with all the complications with COVID and the delays that we're experiencing, this is something that it was really, it's really great to have.
And then when you start the application, even in the IRCC website, they mentioned that they're gonna contact you after you submit the application within 14 to 30 days. They're gonna business days. They're gonna contact. So it means that we receive the result within the 14 to 30 days. And so far, any application we submitted, usually between 3 to 4 weeks, we receive the result, and that's very good. That's fast.
Human, one question that we're being asked a lot these days, are these accounts linked? That is important. Let's say somebody has an application going in the old portal, and then they can bring it. Can they bring it over to this portal? How does that work?
No, they are not linked, and you cannot transfer your data or your information from the old TCP to so do it from the scratch. You need to create a new one and then continue.
Basically, they are completely independent.
Para recapitular un poco en español, la pregunta que nos estaba diciendo Carolina es que si hay una persona que ya tiene una aplicación en el portal viejo, ¿se puede transferir esa aplicación al portal nuevo o no? Y la respuesta a esto es que no, son aplicaciones completamente diferentes, entonces no se puede pasar una aplicación del portal viejo al nuevo.
Exactamente. Yeah, so that's very important, okay? Be careful, because if you started something there, it's just completely, you have to finish it there, in the old account.
One thing the IRCC announced is when they present this new portal, for those who already applied for the Visitor Visa before September 7th, and then they never received the result by the date, so they can submit the new application through this new portal if they have the updated document. And then they have to include the submission confirmation of the old application to this new application as well, and then submit it. And then, but they mentioned that they're not guaranteed to refund the processing fee which you paid for the previous application. But for those, for example, we have so many cases that they applied before 6 months or 8 months, and because of the COVID situation, they are in the backlog, they are in the queue. And then when you applied for them again for the second time through the new portal, they receive the result within 3 weeks. And that's one thing that we can consider for those who are already in process application. But for the Visitor Visa, that is study. Yeah.
That's very, very good news. What was the date?
September 7th.
September
Before
7th.
September 7th.
Okay. So, yes, everybody that applied before that, before September 7th, is able to reapply through this portal?
Yeah, exactly. If they are applied before September 7th and still they haven't never received any contact from the IRCC about the positive or negative result, they can still submit the application, but they have to have updated documents. So they cannot use exactly the document they used, for example, 6 months ago or 8 months ago. So if they have the updated one, they can submit the application. They recommended just wait it, they review the old application. But
Okay.
if you are in rush or you have some things that you need to urgent to get your visa, so this is the solution.
Perfect. I think this is important, Laura, decirlo.
Mhm.
Septiembre
Yes.
7.
Algo importante que estaban diciendo es que todas las personas que aplicaron antes de septiembre 7 y tienen también alguna actualización en los documentos y todo, pueden aplicar a través del nuevo portal. Entonces, ya saben, antes de septiembre 7 y obviamente si tienen ya documentos actualizados, algún documento que añadir o algo por el estilo.
Yeah, I think we covered the most important aspects. I don't know if we have any questions. I have to tell you guys, I'm not able to see the chat. It's blurry. I don't know why. So I need your help in that. I see that we have some comments there, but unfortunately, I'm not able to see them.
Yes, I'm looking the comments, so I'm going to talk about that and let you know. Hello, Najat Hassam. Hello, Nasrim. There is a question that make Bedros. He said that. Hi, I want to ask whether if the Chinook bulk processing system is still being used to process study permit applications.
Human, sorry, what was?
So what I didn't get the first thing. What was the?
Bedros asked, he want to know if the Chinook bulk processing system is being used to process study permit applications.
Well, Chinook book, I didn't know that. So what is the Chinook book?
That's
That's
okay.
something
Well,
that
we owe you that. We owe you that one, Pedro.
Yeah, for sure.
You can
Can
always.
you yes, yeah, give us the more information?
I have a reference of what he's talking, but you can always send us a message, and we will
Yeah.
be happy to consult with our other immigration agents. But yeah, we owe you that one.
okay. We have an owe you this question. The other question is made by Najat Hassan. He asked he asked that my lawyer sent my husband application to Nova Scotia on November 2021. December file number. December 14, the biometrics, and December 15, later saying the will be sent to Egypt, Cairo. Visa office, January 2022, the RPRF. Who is the next step on?
So I think they submit the PR application, not the visa, because they mentioned that in the Nova Scotia, yeah? What is the type of application the lawyer is submitting for this application?
I didn't hear you, Humana. I didn't hear you, Humana. I don't know.
So maybe there's a connection. I didn't get it. What type of application the lawyer sent for this applicant?
What type of application he's submitting?
I'm not yet. What type of application did you submit? Reza saying as thank you. Another person, Gautam Chaudhary, say that I applied for a study permit Quebec in June, but no response. So I have withdrawn my file in December. Now I have applied for it again in New Brunswick. Will this withdrawal affect my application result? And I have applied for September intake. When can I expect my result?
Those are good questions.
Yeah. Time, so especially these days. But the intake is going to be in May or September.
September, I believe he applied now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
He
priority
make it
for the priority for IRCC was to intake was in January, which we are now, and then now they're gonna start the processing application. The intake is started in the May and June, and then maybe in the near future they review the application for September. I think it's two.
I believe, I don't know, were you able to hear Human? I was having a hard time hearing him, so I can.
I can hear you, Carolina.
Yes.
Yes.
So just in case, basically, guys, applications are taking a long time, a lot more than usual. We are, like right now we have clients starting their classes now in January, and we're receiving the study permits almost like the same day they start the answers. So they are taking, IRCC is behind. Even, that IRCC normally posts the processing times they are taking. Those processing times used to be very accurate. Nowadays, I've noticed that they really don't mean anything at this point. We're receiving applications, some of them soon, but most of the applications are taking a long time. So the answer is be patient. It takes time. Before, it used to take 8 weeks to process a study permit. Nowadays, it's taking 3 months, sometimes even for SDS streams that are supposed to be very fast. We're still waiting, sometimes 2 months. So be patient, because IRCC right now that is why they created this portal. That is why I think they are making this effort and trying to speed up the process. So it's not just your application. We receive questions like this all the time. It's not just your application. Everyone's application is behind. Remember, this is something important. Most of schools in Canada are going to allow you to defer at least once, okay? So if you see that your for example, let's say you apply for fall, the 2022, right? And you see that it's the first day of September and you're not getting it, or maybe a little bit earlier, but it's very, very soon. Just ask your school or your agent to defer one intake, okay? They are not supposed to charge you, or most schools do not charge for that, and they allow it because they know that this happens, okay? So instead of withdrawing your application, just unless you want to switch schools and all that, definitely just ask for a deferral, okay? Because unfortunately, that is what's happening. IRCC has opened many different programs during this COVID pandemic, but now they have to process all those applications that were sent to them. So we are seeing longer waiting times for sure.
Yeah.
So what are the most important companies when we are going to make an application?
The most
What type
important
of
companies.
application?
Documents
Oh,
to accompany the application.
yeah, what type of application? Very important.
Yeah.
Documents
I
vary.
mean, for visitor visa for study permit, so we don't know. So work permit, PR, we need to know that what type of application.
Elvis, can you let us know what application?
But in general speaking, so the most important document is financial document. If you want to apply for visitor visa for a study permit, the financial document is one of the most important documents to show to IRCC that you have you are financially stable and you can take care of your expenses. If you want to come here as a visitor, as a tourist, or even if you want to come here as a student to study, the financial document is one of the most important ones.
Okay, I want to say that in Spanish too because I think that it's important.
Okay.
Hay una pregunta que nos están hablando en el canal de YouTube que me parece muy importante también decirla en español y la hizo el Bicefa. Nos está diciendo cuáles son los documentos más importantes al acompañar una aplicación. Y en ese caso, uno de los documentos más importantes tiene que ver con toda la parte financiera, poder demostrar los fondos financieros, ya sea para la visa de turismo, la del permiso de estudio, es uno de los documentos más importantes, ya sean ingresos, salario, trabajo. Entonces, todos esos documentos son como uno de los más fundamentales.
Claro, los documentos van a variar obviamente de aplicación en aplicación, pero siempre en términos comunes. Incluso una visa de visitante va a requerir idealmente demostrar fondos para apoyar, digamos, el viaje durante el tiempo que estén requiriendo la visa. Los estudios, de nuevo, lo más importante, demostrar que tienen los fondos para poder solventar los estudios y mantenerse en Canadá. Y así, digamos, la mayoría de las aplicaciones involucran el tema económico, ¿no?
Elvis answered us. She says that she wants to know about the study permit visa, the documents.
Study permit. What are your thoughts on that, Human? What would you recommend as the most important thing?
Yeah, again, financial document is the first one. So, and then so many things. So it depends on the profile. So study plan is most important one that you need to show with the document, of course, and then with the explanation that why you choose this program, why you want to study in Canada. These are so many factors you need to write in your study plan and also include the supporting documents if you have it.
We will be doing a live actually on this topic on Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, Toronto, because it is actually a very, very important topic. You have to think that most immigration nowadays is done through studies. A lot of people are coming to study in Canada. Some of them just want to study, but a lot of them are using it as a route to immigrate, to stay in the country, which is completely valid and a very good way to start, but obviously a little bit more expensive. So we want to guide everybody in terms of this. As Human said, most important thing, you need to show the resources, that for sure. Now, second, it really depends on the profile. One thing that we do, that we take, let's say, a lot of consideration when doing it, is the study plan. The study plan, it's why you want to come to Canada, okay? Why, if you're 35, you haven't studied since you were, I don't know, since you were in your 20s, why now you want to become a student and come to Canada to study? You really have to convince the officer that is reading your application. It has to make sense. It has to be logical. It has to be very well written and well with a good, really solid explanation, right? And that is something that we actually help a lot with our clients with, especially if you're a little bit on the older side. Let's say if you're a young person just fresh out of high school, you're going to study, makes sense already. Canada is interested in younger applicants that can, bring good good knowledge or help to the economy in that sense.
Yep.
But for older students, definitely, and I'm not saying older like older for
Mature student, yeah.
yeah, for a study purposes, right? When we
Yeah.
talk about 30 and over, probably those students have to be careful and be very mindful on what they are writing on the study plan.
Yeah.
Okay. In Spanish, I want to say that too again. Entonces, para recapitular un poco lo que estaba diciendo Carolina y Human acerca de los documentos más importantes para las aplicaciones de permiso de estudio. Igualmente nosotros vamos a tener un directo el jueves por la mañana hablando de estos temas, pero aquí voy a hablarlo como de forma rápida. Es importante, pues como lo había mencionado anteriormente, los documentos financieros. Aparte de eso, también es fundamental tener un buen plan de estudios y más aún si la persona que va a aplicar tiene una brecha de estudios muy grande. Por ejemplo, si tiene 35 años y terminó los estudios a los 22, entonces debería uno buscar la forma de convencer por qué quiere aplicar esa persona a estudiar a Canadá, porque ya lleva como una brecha de 12 años, entonces se tiene que elaborar un buen plan de estudios que tenga relación con el trabajo, con lo que estudió anteriormente. Entonces, aparte de los documentos financieros, el plan de estudios vendría siendo como lo siguiente más importante. No sé si Carolina tenga algo que complementar. Igualmente esto lo vamos a estar hablando el jueves.
Yes, we will talk more about this because it entails a lot of things. It entails your background, it entails your interest, your future employment. There are many things that go into this. But we help, this is why an agent can help you, somebody that lives in Canada that knows about the job market, that knows about what program is best for certain immigration programs. It's always better to consider all of that before you're applying. So when you're done your program, you have a path and you know where you're going. Básicamente hay muchas cosas que tomar en cuenta y por eso queremos hacer un live específicamente de estos temas, porque hay que tomar en cuenta el perfil, los intereses de estudio, las metas de inmigración. Todo eso se hace un balance y finalmente se elige el programa adecuado con los medios o los recursos que tenga el cliente, la persona que vaya a aplicar. Hay que tomar varias cosas y verlas y balancear, ponerlas en la balanza para buscar hacerlo idealmente. Esa es nuestra recomendación principal, hacerlo siempre desde antes, cosa que ya vengan a Canadá con un camino claro y ya sepan y no terminan los estudios después ver qué pasa. Que le pasa mucho es que llegan, terminan un programa y se dan cuenta que realmente no pueden quedarse o tienen que devolverse. So basically all of that is to say that the more you plan your path and you prepare your documents and you see what you're going to do, it's going to be the best way for you when you immigrate. Immigration in general is not an easy thing. So if you plan it beforehand and you know when you finish your studies, you know exactly which way you're going to go, makes things a lot easier.
Okay, the next question is Brian Banks. He wants like a recapitulation in English related about the new portal. So, what is this new portal all about? And what is the new portal called?
What is a new portal? What was the last question?
Called, is it same IRCC portal?
Do you want to answer, woman?
So it's gonna be the same. So even the both portal now is active, and you can use the both portal if you want it. So not both at the same time. So I mean that you can use the old one, you can use the new one. The new one is that as Carolina and we explained at the beginning, is easier then. So because there is no application forms, it's very simple, and then based on your answer question, they generated the checklist. Uh, but again, so it's not the things that, for example, if you apply through the new portal, you get the positive answer. If you apply through all the systems, you get the negative. No, the same system is both same, but the only thing is that it's going to be easier, faster, and then we are sure that with the new portal, we got the results sooner than when you apply through the old GCP.
I would like just to add that there's a lot of confusion because basically what you had before was called IRCC account, right? And now they are calling it IRCC portal. So it's very similar. So that's why so many people are like, well, what's the difference and all that?
Yeah.
But the portal is the new thing. Before you had an IRCC account where you had to use a GC key or a partner to sign up. It was a little bit more complex. With the new portal, you just need your email address and immediately you can sign up very quickly. The application, as Human said, it's a lot faster. It's more organized as well. The most important thing I would say is that this new portal is only for visitor visas and study permits. Okay, so far you cannot use it for anything else. You can still use your account, yeah, like the IRCC account, the previous portal is still functioning. What we think is that IRCC is transitioning slowly to this new portal, so they are just opening little by little because again it's simpler, it's easier to use, it's more user friendly. So we definitely recommend to start using it if you want to apply for a visitor visa or a study permit.
The next question, Santiago Zamudio. Could you share the URL for the new portal?
Okay, give me 1 second. It's just I'm having some technical issues, as you know, and all my screen is blurry. So I'm gonna try very hard to find it. If not, you can always Edgar Santiago, please
Yes.
contact us with an email and we can send it to you. But I'm going to really try right now to find it. Everything on my screen is blurry, so I will definitely try to find it. Just give me 1 second.
Okay, well,
So
I'm continuing with the
they need
next
a
questions.
link. They need the link of the portal.
Sorry?
What was the request? They need the address of the
Yeah,
portal.
Yeah, the address of the
the link.
portal.
So even if you on the Google, you can mention that the Visitor Visa new IRCC portal, you can. So this is
Yeah, you can just Google IRCC portal, but just in case, I'm gonna send it. I found it. Laura, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
So you can help me out here because I think I am sending it now. Did you get it?
Yes, I get it. I'm sending the link in the YouTube channel.
Perfect.
Okay, now people in the chat, you can find the link for the new portal.
Awesome. Do we have just a few minutes left? Any last questions?
Yes, I'm going to answer. We are going to answer the last question. So Elvis made another question. Do I need to create new account or the new portal will still accept my old account?
so you need to new. You can use your same email address you created on old GCP. You can use that same email address, but you need to create a new one.
It's a completely new application. Okay, they are not linked. They don't communicate. If you have an open application, the new portal won't know. Okay, so if you want to apply through the new portal, you have to create. It's okay that you use the same email, for example, and the same information, but you have to start a new application.
Yeah, you can use the same email, same even password you create for OGCP. You can use it here as well, but you need to create one from the scratch. You can answer the question and then create an account and then continue.
Okay, the next question, Bedros, is there any chance of acceptance after I have been rejected for a study permit twice before?
Human, we're good at this.
So
This is our expertise.
yeah, so again, so we need to see the profile. So the way that you apply for a study permit through the new portal or old portal is a separate things. So for reapply again for study permit, so we need to see the profile. We need to see that what was the reason for the first refusal, and then in the case that if we find that, for example, lack of document information. So yeah, so generally speaking, even we had the experience before. We had the client that at the third time they received their study permit, two refusals. So it's possible. So, but each refusal is makes harder. So if you want to apply again for the second time or third time, it's gonna be difficult to get the acceptance. But
Yeah,
it's
Pedro.
possible.
It depends. We see, for example, clients that sometimes they make their applications by themselves and then make mistakes, right? When you make a mistake, it's easy to when we see what happened and it's easy to fix. Then obviously the chances are higher. Doesn't mean that the approval is 100%. Nobody can guarantee that, but are higher. So it really depends on why you were refused. If there is like a bigger reason, right? A stronger reason why, then we have to see. But as someone said, obviously, if you submitted a complete okay application and you were rejected once, obviously the chances are a little bit less the second time, if you are not able to fix the reason why you were rejected at the in the first place. But if it's fixable, circumstances change and all of that. So it really depends on the case.
Yeah.
Pedro says that he is 17 years old and he received two refusals.
Did he apply for a college here in Canada?
Pedro, did you apply for a college? While he's answering, I'm going to go to the next question.
Sure.
Omorodion Theophilus. Happy New Year, sir. Any positive news about Outland caregiver applicants' work permit?
Human, that's for you.
So we are waiting for the announcement as well. So because as you know, guys, just a week so we started, and then we haven't received any new updated from the IRCC so far. But home caregiver, this is one of the stream that even we have a client that we are waiting to see that they want when they want to gonna open it, and then we fill it. But so far we didn't receive any new and updated news for this fact.
Okay. Pedro said that yes, he applied for a college.
Pedro, if you want, contact us because you're young. Usually, young applicants have pretty good odds. We would have to see. We would have to check what happened with your case. It's hard to tell you like this, because there can be thousands of reasons why. But if you're young, you finish your high school, you apply with all your documents. Um, we have to see. We have to see. It's not common. They refuse young applicants, especially fresh out of high school, going into college. So I would suggest you to contact us. So
Yes, you can see our email address here, info@ingwe.ca. So you can write us a message and we will answer you. So the next question, well, it's not a question, it's just a comment. Luis Alfredo is saying us, thank you for keep us informed with all topics about different options. So that's the idea with this live. Keep you informed with all the new things that is happening in Canada.
yes, so I think we should be wrapping up. But please feel free to contact us. We're here. We're gonna be here again on Thursday, 9 a.m. Toronto Eastern Time. This time is gonna be me and Laura. As I said, I'm the education manager, so there are a lot of things that we can say about and guide you through the process of application for a study permit. Okay, so we'll be here.
We
Mhm.
no, is that we have like one more question and no more questions. So I don't know if we can
Yeah, yeah.
answer this last
Let's do
question.
it. Let's do it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. ALXR is asking that I made my application on the old portal in December. Should I migrate it or will IRCC migrate it automatically?
Woman, does
No,
a
she,
it's
she
not
applied in
automatic.
December. It's not automatic. So if you want it, so they recommended to keep the portal. So don't delete it or don't apply again. So the only things they mentioned that for the applicant who applied before September 2nd, and then in the application process they apply through the new portal. But if
Yeah,
you already applied even through the old GCK in December, don't worry, they will process your application. And even we had, and then some of our colleagues applied through the old GCK and they received the result within 2 3 weeks. So it doesn't mean that if you apply through old GCK, it's going to be starting the queue. Yeah.
I think that's very important to make it clear. If you apply through the old account, it is okay. It will be processed. You don't need to
Yeah.
switch it to the new portal. Okay, the new portal is for new applications. If you want to, you can, but it's not necessary. So we would recommend you to just keep it like that. Your application will be processed.
Yeah.
Para todos, un recordatorio, las aplicaciones que se hicieron a través de la cuenta de inmigración antigua van a seguir siendo procesadas, no tienen que hacer el traspaso. Si aplicaron en su cuenta antigua, igual su aplicación va a ser procesada de la misma forma. Los que quieran hacer el cambio, es viable hacer una nueva aplicación, pero no es recomendable, no es necesario. Es solo para las nuevas aplicaciones, para agilizar, digamos, la aplicación.
A excepción de si hay alguna nueva actualización en los documentos o algo por el estilo. Ya si hay
Ujú.
que subir algunos nuevos documentos y se podría pues evaluar esa opción.
Exacto.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We were happy to be here. Thank you so much, Human, for helping me.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Laura. Sorry for the technical issues. There is always, it was our first time here, so we did our best, but I hope it was useful. And we will be here on Thursday again, Thursday, 9 a.m. again, Eastern Time. If you have any questions that we weren't able to answer, we have a group of highly specialized consultants as well, and we have specialists in education in all sorts of issues. So please send us an email. We will be happy to help you and guide you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for watching us. And Bedros, you can answer us in our emails. You can explain your situation, and we can understand better all your process.
Exactly. Thank you so much, and thank you, and join us on Thursday. Bye bye.
Bye.